Good morning, guys. It is an early morning. Right now it's 7 in the morning. Actually been up from 6. Had to get up, walk the dogs, had to do some laundry. So been up from 6. So it's a Saturday, and I don't want to be up this time. I really don't. But we are doing a full day of eating. But before we get into our food, we gotta do cardio now. It doesn't matter when you do your cardio. Like, I just like to get out of the way. Literally, I want it out of the way, out of my life. So first thing in the morning, just get it out of the way. Because if I leave it for later on, I might get lazy and cut it in half or not do as much. I'm tired. Full day of shit. I don't want to do cardio. But I have the energy. Nothing is bothering me. Let's get it done. So first thing is first. Drink water. First thing you should do once you wake up, before taking a piss, before doing anything, a tall glass of ice water. I'll talk about water in another video, like do a really detailed video, but water is very important. Very important. So I got my water. This is 16.9 fluid ounces, so I'll take it. Then I have my other jug, which I'm going to fill up at the gym. Get some water there. So a lot of water during the cardio session. And just in general, like first thing you do when you wake up, you should have some water. You just slept for 6+ hours. Your body's starving but also dehydrated. So water. So I'm going to down this whole thing on the way to the gym and do my disgusting cardio session. I hate cardio, bro. I hate it. But gotta get it done. We're trying to win shit. And I gotta do it. So let's go. Okay, so cardio done and dusted. The worst part of the day is out of the way. Now for the first meal of the video. First meal that we're gonna have: 3 boiled eggs, and that's it. So let me explain. Let me actually just put this in the pot here. So I was actually gonna do 2 boiled eggs realistically, but I was kind of like, let me throw another one inside there. So why is my first meal of the day so small? What am I doing right now? So to break this down a little bit, I kind of need to take a step back to why I did cardio. So I just slept for 6 hours, right? Woke up. The majority of all the food that I ate for since yesterday is digested. I'm up in the morning, empty stomach. I do my cardio, and once you do cardio, what happens is that your body will burn off the glycogen first before it burns off fat storage. Now, this kind of happens at the same time, so it's not really a big deal, but usually your body will tap into glycogen first before it taps into fat. So the idea is that I've done cardio for an hour. I've hopefully tapped out all of my glycogen resources and tapped into a little bit of that fat. So now I am in that fat burning zone. It doesn't really exist. Like, just don't listen to anything I say, but just take what I say with a grain of salt, because it just kind of makes sense to me. So I'm just letting you know what I think. I know there's a big debate on cardio in the morning and evening. I'm not trying to debate you. I'm trying to tell you what I do, and I'm trying to explain it to you the best I can. So we did our cardio. Glycogen is hopefully burnt off. Yesterday was actually a low carb day, so I didn't really store my glycogen in the first place. But that's burnt off. We've tapped into some of that fat resource. Now we're having a really small breakfast with no carbs. So the idea is that once you've entered that area to where you're tapping into your fat as fuel now, that's an opportunity to burn more fat just being casual throughout the day. So I don't want to put anything too heavy in my body so that my body can feed off of the food, because I want it to continue to feed off of the fat. If I were to give my body carbs right now, carbs is used as energy. Energy will get stored, aka the carbs, into glycogen. Thus, my body will tap into that first for energy and for activity, walking and such, versus tapping into the fat first. So I just want to give my body the best opportunity possible to burn as much fat as possible, which is why I'm doing a very small breakfast that's no carb, because your body's not going to store fat. Well, it's not going to store fats like the omegas and saturated fats. and you know, it's a little bit of protein so I can maintain the muscle mass. Obviously, I don't want to, you know, not eat protein. So eggs, a little bit of fat, you know, a little bit of protein. But honestly, you know, if I were to eat carbs now, it really wouldn't matter that much. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, it's all about calories in, calories out. You know, it's all about, you know, your overall daily caloric intake. If I eat carbs at night, if I eat carbs right now, in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. Like, it honestly doesn't matter. But for me, I like to do things hard. I like to make things absolutely difficult. And I like to just do things that kind of make sense to me. You know, glycogen is burnt off. I am now in a fat burning mode. Like, it doesn't really exist, but I'm in a fat burning mode. So not giving my body carbs will, you know, kind of trick my body in a way to continue to burn the fat as I go along my day until I have carbs, which carbs will be the next meal. Small amount of food just to keep myself alive and so that I don't collapse. So this is kind of like the meal before the meal. It's kind of intermittent fasting kind of thing, because it's not fasting. Obviously, I'm going to feed my body, but it's not enough food to really, you know, like, oh, you know, I'm fully saturated, whatever. Think of it like this, okay? So you have a fire, right? The fire is burning. When you take a drop of water and drop it on the fire just burns it up. But if I were to take a gallon of water and pour on that fire, it would extinguish the fire, right? So think of this little meal right here, this small meal, as a drop of water. I'm going to take this food, put it in my body, and the fire is gonna just burn it all up. Like, burn, it's gone, but it's gonna keep going. The fire is gonna keep burning. Versus a big meal with potatoes and bacon and green beans, which is a great breakfast, by the way. That's gonna douse my fire. So it's kind of my mindset. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not telling you to do what I do. I'm not saying that you can't burn fat by doing cardio late at night or in the evening or whatever. I'm just telling you what I do, okay? So don't crucify me. Just give you my 2 cents. Anyway, so I'm going to focus on my eggs. I'm going to crack them open, a little bit of salt, and then that'll be it. And then we're going to get our second meal in. Well, technically that'll be our first actual meal, because this is kind of like a thing before the thing. It's not really much of a meal, but you know what I mean. So let's eat again. Okay guys, official meal number 1, and this is actually going to be my pre-workout meal. Gonna go ahead and work out, so having a heavy kind of meal because there's some things going on here. So we have beef, 8 ounces. I don't do beef often, if ever. Today just one of those very rare days where I do beef, but typically it's lean source of, you know, chicken or lean protein like turkey, chicken, fish. But today, you know, I have beef. I gotta eat it, so I don't have to eat it, but it's in my fridge. I don't want to spoil. But we have beef here. We have about a cup of squash, some greens, and then we have a cup of oatmeal for our carbs. I typically would do a baked potato here, but I don't have any more potatoes, so have to substitute that with either oatmeal or rice cakes. I don't want to do rice cakes right now, so oatmeal is what's going on right now. So 54 grams of carbs, like maybe 10 grams of carbs here from the greens. We have about 35, 40 grams of protein. I drain as much fat as possible, but we're looking at about maybe 10 grams of fat here. The oatmeal's rocking about 6 grams of fat as well. So, you know, overall, not high calories. I'm going to do the magic stuff. Let me show you what I do. This is my little secret, guys. But gotta get that hot sauce. Like, I need it. I gotta have it. So a little bit of hot sauce all over all this. And that's gonna be the pre-workout meal. So gonna get this in, get a good workout in. Gonna do some back and biceps, more cardio. It is what it is, and that's gonna be awesome. So see you for meal number 3. All right guys, next meal for the day. Just wrapped up the workout. So we did cardio this morning, came back, got a meal in, just went to work out, did more cardio. So technically this is meal number 3. More beef. I know I'm not a beef guy today, just a beef day. I don't know, it happens. More beef, we got some squash, and this is 8 ounces of beef, and a lot of squash actually. This is like 12 ounces of squash. So my food scale is a little off, sorry, but 12 ounces of squash, like 8 ounces of beef. So today is just a beef day, and honestly, I have a lot of activity in my day. Morning cardio, workout later on the day with more cardio, and then I'm gonna walk my dog, which is more cardio. So I probably need higher calories anyway. So that's why I'm fine eating the beef. So it is what it is, but I tend to stay away from the beef because it's higher in calories and kind of get shredded and lose weight. So I don't want to be consuming high calorie dense foods like beef and nuts and seeds and that kind of stuff. So low calorie dense foods except for today, but beef isn't the plan for today. So I'm gonna heat this up. I'm gonna add some soy sauce, some fun stuff, some tobacco sauce, like so good. And yeah, so that's gonna lead us into meal number 4. So enjoy that. So before I eat, I just want to show what I put in it to make it taste pretty good, in my opinion. I mixed up the beef, I mixed up the squash, there's some green beans in there as well, as you can see. So first things first, red wine vinegar. I don't know, as you can see, like, the zoom's kind of weird. Red wine vinegar, awesome stuff. We do have some of that hot sauce. I need it, I gotta have it, my boy. We did put some salsa mild as well. Any little bit of taste I can get, I'm gonna take it. It's actually finished, so I just use the last bit of that. And some soy sauce, which is 0, well, it's 10 calories per serving, but I mean, I didn't really use that much. And Diet Mountain Dew now. This whole thing has like 5 calories. Like, artificial stuff, I really don't care. Like, I'm all about calories in, calories out. This isn't going to add any more weight onto my body, hence the word diet. No sugar. It says 0 calories, but it has like 5 once again, so it's not a big deal. But put all that stuff inside here, mix it up, drink that with the food, and that's the meal there. So, yeah. Alright guys, next meal is about an hour after I ate. My last carb meal right here. So this is a 1.5 cups of oatmeal. Just oatmeal, nothing else but oatmeal. Oatmeal water, a little bit of Splenda for a little bit of flavor. That's it. So my last carb meal. This is meal number 4. I have one more meal after this, which is like something very small, but I'll show you that last meal as well. We're almost done through the entire day, so hope you guys have enjoyed the food day and me showing you what I eat throughout the day and whatever. But very basic, very bland. Overall, pretty boring. It's just clean food, a lot of working and cardio and eating healthy carbs and whatever. So, anyways, I'll get this down. I'll show the last meal, and that'll be the end of the video. So, yeah. All right, guys. So I wasn't able to film the very last meal, but it was just 4 egg whites before going to bed. You don't really want any heavy amount of fat, any heavy amount of carbs. A little bit of protein, like you probably could have done some cottage cheese, which I'm trying to stay away from dairy as much as possible. So, 4 eggs, whites, and yeah, that was the food. So, pretty much small meals, and then we have just the one big meal, and then just, a bit of protein and carbs here and there. Nothing difficult, nothing that's complicated. Very simple diet to the T. Minus the beef. I don't really do beef on a reg. So, that was the one thing. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, like, share, comment down below. If you're not subscribed, make it a thing. Sub to the boy, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.